Hello guys, my name is Hamza Rafiq. Welcome back on my new video. So in this video I'm gonna share how I fix Android application bug which I was not able to reproduce on my device, once I delivered to the client he was complaining the app is not working at all. So there was a button and it's not working. But I tested on my side, I tested on emulator, it worked fine. So I do not have access to his device. So what I left only one choice is put some kind of remote debugging tool. So I choose a Crashlytics. So in this video I'm going to show you how you use a Crashlytics in that way, so you can debug and fix the bug. If you are new to channel, please subscribe, or if you are watching on LinkedIn, please follow me on the link. Okay, let me explain the problem really quickly. What was the problem? And I delivered this application to my client and he started testing it. As soon as he tried to click on this play button, it's not really doing what it's supposed to do. Once it's click on play button, it's supposed to show the pause button. That means this application start working as intended. So this application is basically click on your screen really fast with a 40 milliseconds. So it's auto clicker. So it's clicking should be start happening. So let me show you, but this is not happening on my side. I have tested on emulator, I have tested on my real device, it worked really fine. I can show you. Okay, I can show you here. You can see this my screen is, if I click on here, it's pause, play and pause button work as we expected, but on the video it's not really working. The clients send me. So what you have to do is, if you're new to development, so you probably not familiar, but if you're already familiar with Firebase Crashlytics. So go to firebase.com, Google console.firebase.google, go to Crashlytics, enable Crashlytics and import the SDK for your Android. Once importing is done, you have to put the logs as you do it. My first log will be on the play button. So if I go to main view model. Okay, main screen view model. You should put logs like this: Firebase Crashlytics.logs main screen view model. The next log will be where the action is started. So let me go to action. So now next log will be here. So this is how you put logs, and once you done with logs, you need to force your Android application to crash, either crash or you use a try catch to non-fault crash. So you create one feedback button, and once you create a feedback button, you write this code try catch. You divide it by 0, so this will force your application to crash. And then you catch that crash and record that exception as a feedback exception. This will record your exception in the Firebase Crashlytics locally. Keep in mind, it will be locally. Once user click on feedback button, let me show you now. If I click on feedback button, this will be the report are already saved in our local database. So now you go to Firebase Crashlytics, you will not see any logs here yet, but you have to ask your client or user, please reopen your close fully application like this way and reopen your application, and this time the Crashlytics will upload your crash really. So then you will get logs in your Firebase console, and then you can debug your where is really bug here. So you can see there's no crash here. This is at 10 a.m. So it's in 5 minutes. Now let's refresh it, and hopefully we have a new crash here. So, okay, you see it's a new crash at 10:04. So let's open this one, and you can check the logs. Good logs, and here we go. You have logs here. You have logs, and now you can investigate the problem. In my case, the problem was the services was blacklisted by Xiaomi device because they have something called auto restart. This is a stupid feature, auto restart, And if you do not turn it on, if you close your application, your services get malfunctions, so you have to restart your services manually. Android operating system will tell you these services work fine if you try to query your services components, but in reality it's really not working. So if I let me show you, if I go to accessibilities, downloads, you see it's said not working, tap info. If I click here, it's already turned on, but it's not really working. So it's not sure, it's how we call it, it's crashed. So you have to figure out, you have to write your own logic. You do not have to rely on the Android system logic to tell you if accessibility services are really on or not. You can use a boolean static variable in the service and use that. I have fixed this error, and yeah, you can fix this too.